Okay, getting ready for round 3 of the Modern Showcase Challenge. Playing Amulet, currently 2. Okay. I do not like this hand. Doesn't have enough lands, it has no threat. I think I can keep this. So it really just needs a bounce land, I suppose. Seachrome Coast might mean that this is going to be a matchup where Karn is good. Oh, so it's like some sort of ad nauseum type Thassa's Oracle deck. Okay. So I could get Expedition Map. I think I'm just going to get Amulet and make a construct. Not hitting land there is pretty rough. Still no land, but we do get to do things. So Karn will take our opponent off some mana. Okay. They could be planning to pay for that pact, or we might just be dead. I guess we'll see if we're dead or they're dead. One of those two things. Okay, paying for pact is good for us. It probably means we just win. I suppose they could have a second pact. Could also just have like Angel's Grace to stay alive, but we'll get down the Karn, which will mess with their mana. So against this deck, my cat is being loud. What do I like? I think Force of Vigor is useful for taking out their mana and for taking out Phyrexian on life, so that they have to Angel's Grace to combo. I think I can cut a Radiant Fountain because my life total doesn't matter. I can cut a Cavern. It does make me a little softer to Pact of Negation, but maybe Cavern over Castle. Try and go on the Karn plan. Just have something like this. There's an argument for engineered explosives. Blowing explosives on 0 and my opponent's upkeep to kill a Lotus Bloom is pretty nice. I think I'm fine with the configuration I've got, though. Okay, this hand makes it turn 3 Karn, which is one of the best things I can do. Turn 2 Construct, turn 3 Karn. That's a game plan. Opponent's likely on some amount of Thought Seizes, but if they Thought Seize the Karn, they're leaving the Grazer, and so we're ramping. Titan's a good draw. It means if the Karn gets Thought Seized, we have another threat. This deck is not great at killing on turn 3 without a Pentad Prism on turn 2, so on life's fine, I suppose. Maybe not super fine. Maybe we're about to die. Zuza. Zeus is obviously a good draw. I think I want to go Karn Coding because I think the most likely way for me to die is to just lose this next turn to Thassa's Oracle plus Thassa's Oracle plus Spoils. And so just shutting down their mana as quickly as possible and setting up for like an EE next turn, along with like Titan is going to be double Amulet next turn. I guess I should have played the land first to play around Slaughter Pact. So hopefully this is good enough to keep me alive for one more turn. Okay, they do not have the kill. So I imagine they have some amount of Angel's Grace in their hand. So I'd like to set this up where I have a kill and I have a fetch land. Oh, okay, opponent's not going to make me work for it. Cool. Yeah. So if this Titan resolves, I think the line is you grabbing Valakut, Slayer, Stronghold, um, attacking, grabbing Valakut plus fetch land. So at that point, we're hitting with we're hitting with 12 damage before combat damage, then combat damage hits. If they let the combat damage go through, then Karn grabs engineered explosives for 3. If they Angel's Grace, I guess they're sticking at 1 this turn, so the fetch land doesn't do enough. Either way, I think it's a post-combat engineered explosives on 3, and then probably killing a land using the second Karn if there's enough mana left over. I don't know. Interesting. Well, opponent just didn't have good draws, so luckily for us, we didn't have to think too hard. I just started off with the plays that I knew I was going to make, though. It's like, I know I'm going to play Dryad. I know I need to leave 2 lands in play so that when I get my Valakuts, I'm getting triggers on the Titan attack. Like those things are definitely happening, and then I was probably going to tank once this Titan resolved, but the Titan, they just conceded to that, so, easy game.